everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley Lanice, and I blend spirituality with motivation so that you can get the best benefit out of it. Today's video I am so excited about because it is my hour by hour planning schedule. A lot of people ask me, how do I get so much done? And the way that I get so much done is I do this hour by hour thing. I'm gonna put a picture of it right now up on the screen. This is a fully done version of my hour by hour plan. It's an example for you guys. And so don't get overwhelmed right now because I'm going to walk you through exactly how I do my hour by hour plan so that you can implement this and you can have a clear and concise way and you can get so much stuff done and people are just going to be mind blown away by the way that you are so efficient. Let's get started. The first thing that I want to explain is how I came about this process. So actually, there's a couple of different answers to that question. I had a job where we had to document each hour out, and we just did that for work, and I thought nothing of it, and that was just what I had to do for work. And for this job, we also had to calculate how many hours we worked, and it was just easier for me to see each hour because I have dyslexia, so being like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 was a lot easier for me to count the hour that way, because an hour is between 2 hours, 1 to 2, that's the hour of 1, so that was just a lot easier for me to be able to see it. So then fast forwarding to when I was in college, I used to use planners, and they give you a big calendar and most people write their schedule all over that calendar, but the calendar usually is never big enough for me. Then there's like pages of like daily things you can write down. That's never big enough for me either, okay? What I fell into was one year during school, I actually procrastinated to get a planner. So much so that I waited until like the first day of school. And so I go to Target and I go to all these places to try to find a planner, and there were literally no planners left. And the one planners that were left were both super expensive and also terrible. Like, I did not want these planners. And so I thought to myself, you know what? I don't need a planner. Like, I looked at the 89-cent notebooks and was like, I can make my own planner. I'm artsy, I'm creative. So I buy the notebooks, and then I remember how I used to time block and how I used to spend my days at that job where we like really kept track of what happened in each hour, but then also how I would count the hours and do 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, just to count the hours. But I thought to myself, well, when you look at a sheet of paper, it has margins, right? So what I decided to do, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now, what I decided to do was write out each hour, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, all the way down that margin section of a notebook. And I did this so that within the 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 sections, I could write what I'm gonna do during that section. You can get even deeper into this and do it by 15-minute intervals. I'll put an example up on the screen right here, but you can do 1 to 1:15, 1:15 to 1:30, 1:30 to 1:45, 1:45 to 2. And I've done it that way before. It takes longer, but it's very efficient as well. So what I do is when I wake up in the morning or the night before, it actually is more helpful to do this the night before, but whichever you want to go for, you write out your hours. And after you write out your hours, you then set up your day. And the way that you want to set up your day is you want to give yourself rewards through the day. You want to basically sandwich things you want to do between things that you kind of don't want to do, between things you want to do, and you want to add everything. Like when you're going to shower, you want to add when you're going to give yourself a reward, when you're going to eat a snack. And as I'm talking, I'm going to be putting things up on the screen to show you exactly how I do this. So you don't want to be like, do laundry if you hate laundry, vacuum if you hate vacuuming. Like, you want to sandwich things. You want to do things that go in an order of reward. So like there's some things people love to do. Like, for example, I love to vacuum actually. I don't really see vacuuming as a chore. I mean, it's a relaxing thing for me. So I could be like, vacuum because I actually like to do that, and it's something I have to do today. But then work on something I don't really want to do, like uploading videos to YouTube. I like making YouTube videos, but the uploading process is kind of tedious. So then I'll upload videos and then I'll do something else that I like to do, like take a shower or plant things. Work in my garden is something that I really love to do. And then do another thing. And if you're someone who's bad with transitions, like I am, this is helpful when you write little check boxes, because as humans, if you read the book Atomic Habits, we love check boxes. When you can check something off, then you're like, okay. And when you do this the night before, you actually get so much more done. The more you plan, the more you do, is an actual saying. So a lot of people are like, oh, I could never do this. I could never do that. I show them, I talk to them about how I do this because they ask me, how are you getting so much done? And then I show them and they're like, whoa, I've never seen anything like that. And the thing is I want y'all to know that I don't get everything done every single day. My eyes are way bigger than my stomach when it comes to goals. I have hurry sickness. I have to always be doing something. I feel guilty if I'm not doing something that's working towards a goal. And the only time that I don't feel guilty is when I play pool. I love pool. I love billiards. I love pool. I love everything about pool. That is my outlet for something relaxing to do. But it's still me building a skill because I'm an autodidact. I love to teach myself. I'm self-taught. I'll go down rabbit holes. I veer off track, okay? When I flip through my notebooks, it's not like everything's checked off. It's not like that. When you write this schedule out, what this does is it keeps you on a certain track. And so since that year, I don't even remember, it was probably like 4 or 5 years ago, I have had a running notebook for that long. A note, like I always have to have a notebook where I'm doing this time block thing. And I always usually write down my schedule unless I'm on vacation or something, or there's a holiday coming up. Even still, sometimes I'll still do this if I have to go Christmas shopping or anything like that. It keeps you on track. It's there. Then when you flip the page, because that's what I do, I flip the page for the next day, then you can be focused and be like, okay, this is what I got to do. And if I've royally ruined my schedule and like, let's say I didn't wake up until 11 or something like that, I will either do something like this. I'll put it up on the screen where I modify my schedule and use a different pen color to show myself that it didn't go as planned. Or I'll show another thing. I'll give another example. What I'll do is I'll rewrite my schedule to me waking up now. I'll shift things. And another thing is this notebook for me is not just a notebook that only has these hour by hour things. This notebook turns into a journal. This notebook is where I go when I need to write, when I need to vent. So through the pages of my life, it's almost like a diary mixed with a planner. So that's why I love to do it on notebook paper, because it's like it's endless possibilities. The next page could be another page for planning, or the next page could be brainstorming for YouTube videos. It could be an idea for my mermaid book. It could be anything. It could be me talking myself through the day. I actually do that. I'll flip the page and be like, okay, right now it is 5:17. That's not the time it is right now, but I'll write that down. Now I'm going to start doing this. I literally write down what I'm going to do and then do it. And that keeps me on track. That keeps me ready for transition. It keeps transitions really easy for me. And if you read the book Atomic Habits, he'll talk about how like make your transitions obvious. Like if you're going to write later on in the day, but in the beginning of the day, you're uploading YouTube videos, open up the document. At one point, open up the document and have the document literally up so that when you go take a shower to reward yourself for uploading the YouTube videos and you come back, your document is up on the screen and you're ready to dive into writing, because we do what's obvious. If that's not up, what do you think I might do? I might get thrown back into YouTube. I might decide, oh, well, I don't feel like writing today, so I'm just going to like upload more videos on YouTube. And so when you make it obvious, when you set things up, even the night before, set things up. I mean, during school, I used to plan all of my outfits. And that's partly because I'm not really a morning person. So like making a decision about what I'm gonna wear is something that is like not what I wanna do, because I can't make that kind of a decision quickly. So when you do this the night before, when you plan it out the night before, when you remind yourself, oh, I have to message this person back, because I write that down too. I write down if I have to message someone back, because sometimes I will forget, or like a task like paying off a bill or something like, and it's not the due date yet. It's funny because when I flip back into my notebooks, it'll be like, pay the bill on one day, the next day, pay the bill, pay the bill, pay the bill. And it'll be like highlighted, pay the bill, it's due tomorrow. And then I will, but it's just like the act of writing it down, of keeping it as a reminder in the forefront of your brain. If you look into writing things down and how successful people write things down, like nobody that you know that was successful wasn't someone at one point in time where they wrote something down. Like, oh my goodness, I try to drill this in, and I know some people aren't people who write stuff down. Like, I get that, but I desperately want you to know if you write stuff down, you will get stuff done. It's you on a spiritual level putting your vision out into the universe on paper, written. You're actually manifesting this by writing it down, and you're keeping a recorded, documented record of your life. So I'm going to show you some pictures. I went through some of my notebooks of some of my plans that haven't happened right now. This is an example of a day where I didn't get anything done. And you can see the check boxes are not checked. You can see I had a lot planned, but I didn't get them done. And I will try to find another picture of me moving that to another day right here, right up on the screen. But I also want to show you guys how successful this can be. I want to show you guys how satisfying this can be, and I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Here is a day where I got everything done, and those days are the reason why you want to do this method, because when you actually can do this and you can do it right, and it is the most satisfying feeling. It's like when you play pool and you like knock like 4 or 5 balls in the pocket in a row non-stop. Like, it is that satisfying and that addictive. So I really hope that you got a lot out of this video. Thank you for watching this video all the way until the end. Let me know if this works for you guys, if you guys are thinking about implementing it, if you guys have implemented it and you want to come back to this video and tell me how good it worked out for you. Give this video a like so more people can find this. Subscribe to my channel if you guys like content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.